This isn't just another Middle East headline, this is a moment that could reshape global power overnight. In the heart of Tehran, explosions lit up the skyline as coordinated strikes linked to the United States and Israel hit multiple high-value targets tied to Iran's military infrastructure, sending shockwaves not only through the region, but across the entire world. And then came the twist no one saw coming. Reports began circulating that the area around the Pakistan embassy Tehran may have been caught in the blast zone. Now let's be clear. At this moment, there is no verified confirmation that the embassy itself was directly hit. But in a war zone like this, that distinction barely matters. When missiles strike within proximity of diplomatic compounds, the message is loud and dangerous. Diplomats, foreign staff, and civilians instantly become vulnerable, and the rules of engagement start to blur. For Pakistan, this isn't just a distant conflict anymore. This is a direct warning sign. The strikes reportedly targeted Iranian command centers, missile storage facilities, and suspected underground nuclear-linked sites. These weren't random attacks. This was precision warfare, calculated, deliberate, and designed to cripple Iran's strategic capabilities. Sources suggest that the operation was in response to escalating threats from Tehran, including alleged plans for retaliation against Israeli assets and US bases in the region. But what's changed now is the scale. This is no longer shadow conflict. This is open escalation. And here's where things take a darker turn. The situation intensified dramatically after earlier reports claimed the elimination of Iran's top leadership figure, an event that shook the entire Islamic world. Protests erupted not only in Iran, but also across countries like Pakistan, where anger spilled into the streets. Demonstrations turned violent, security forces were deployed, and the political pressure began mounting on governments to respond. Back in Tehran, the atmosphere is described as tense, unstable, and unpredictable. Air defense systems are on high alert. Civilians are fleeing sensitive zones. Communication blackouts have been reported in certain districts. And within this chaos, the idea that a foreign embassy, especially one from a country like Pakistan, could be affected adds an entirely new layer of global risk. Because under international law, embassies are sovereign territory. Any damage, direct or indirect, can trigger diplomatic consequences that extend far beyond the battlefield. If even a single foreign diplomat were harmed, it could force countries to take sides, issue retaliatory warnings, or even mobilize forces. That's how regional wars become global conflicts. Pakistan's response so far has been measured but serious. Officials have condemned the escalation, called for restraint, and reportedly initiated emergency communication with Iranian authorities to ensure the safety of their diplomatic staff. At the same time, Pakistan is walking a tightrope. It maintains strategic relationships with both Western powers and neighboring Muslim nations. One wrong move could shift that balance overnight. Meanwhile, the United Nations has issued urgent calls for de-escalation, warning that continued strikes in populated areas could lead to catastrophic civilian losses. Global markets are already reacting, oil prices are fluctuating, investors are pulling back, and fears of supply chain disruption are rising, especially around critical routes like the Strait of Hormuz. And let's not ignore the bigger picture here. Israel has made it clear that it will not tolerate what it sees as existential threats from Iran. The United States, on the other hand, is signaling strength, but also caution. There are reports suggesting that, while some operations have been paused temporarily, more aggressive responses are ready if Iran escalates further. Iran, for its part, is not backing down. Military statements promise retaliation. Regional proxy groups are on alert, and missile activity has already been observed in neighboring areas. This is the kind of chain reaction that's nearly impossible to control once it begins. Now imagine this scenario: one miscalculated strike, one embassy incident confirmed, one civilian casualty involving a foreign national, and suddenly multiple countries are forced into direct involvement. That's the razor's edge the world is standing on right now. For Pakistan, the stakes are incredibly high. Not only does it have to protect its citizens and diplomats, but it also has to navigate one of the most complex geopolitical crises in recent history. Behind the scenes, there are strong indications that Pakistan is working through diplomatic channels, possibly acting as a bridge between opposing sides. Quiet negotiations, back-channel communications, and regional coordination efforts are already underway. But the question is, will it be enough? Because as the bombs fall and tensions rise,